Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Ace Ninja here today, my dudes, with a brand new episode of our Road to Rank series, aka Ace Training, aka Master Ball tier grinding, because I'm bad at Pokemon and we probably won't make it this month, but I don't care. It doesn't hurt. I'm not secretly crying inside. Anyway, hopefully you guys are excited for today's episode. If you are, please make sure you show your support, as always, by dropping a like down below. It does help out a whole heck of a lot. Subscribe if you guys are indeed new around here, of course, and share this video with friends. With that, let's jump into our quick team recap for this team that we're working with this week. We actually are working with indeedee-Porygon this week, as you guys can see here on screen. Again, this is a team I built myself with some inspiration from some stuff that I've seen from Cybertron VGC's videos. Some of these sets are more or less stolen with some few tweaks from a team that he used a few weeks back. That was interesting to me. Anyway, we have Indeedee with the safety goggles instead of Focus Sash, because I wanted to put the Focus Sash on Urshifu, because Focus Sash Urshifu just seems too good to not have. It of course has Expanding Force with Protect, Follow Me, and Helping Hand. We have Porygon Z with Adaptability, Life Orb, with Hyper Beam, Trick Room, Dark Pulse, and Protect. Of course, the Trick Room is just a tech option if I feel like Trick Room is necessary for the win condition, because I do of course also have a Dragalge in the back and Rillaboom, which can operate fairly well in Trick Room, giving the proper terrain support. That's kind of the... So if I feel like the idea here is that if Porygon is, you know, maybe smacking away early game, or something feels like I am not really going to be able to break through it too well with my Indeedee Porygon lead, which is more or less the lead that you want to go with, then I can potentially Trick Room and send in Dragalge to get big Sludge Waves off, get Dragon Pulses, Hydro Pump, stuff like that. Of course, it has choice specs, but sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes we have to max the Dragalge, which is totally able to do so. But that's kind of the idea with the Trick Room tech on Porygon. Of course, we got our Choice Band Rillaboom, same one from last week. I just kind of slapped it on this team. We got Focus Sash Urshifu with Searching Trice, Close Combat, Aqua Jet, and Protect, pretty standard set. And we have our Assault Vest Incineroar, which is actually a little bit different than what your normal Assault Vest Incineroar would look like. Most likely, it is actually a max speed, max attack, which was just simply because I already had a Incineroar that was max speed, max attack. It was supposed to be Choice Scarf. That was the idea behind it, was to actually just outspeed most things and easily be able to go for parting shots. Was kind of the idea behind my max speed, max attack Incineroar, but I ended up swapping out the parting shot for a U-turn and slapping an Assault Vest on it because I thought it would be a little bit more useful. And so far it has been, but I haven't been able to fix the EV spreads. They don't have enough berries for it, and truth be told, I just don't feel like breeding a new Incineroar. So that's kind of the reason it is the way it is. But let's go ahead and hop into our first battle. Alright, here we go. We got Akasha, probably totally ruining that name, which with what looks like a hard Trick Room team, actually. So Indeedee, Redirection, Porygon 2 Trick Room, and I think actually he's got a lot of Redirection. He's got 2 Trick Room users and 1 Trick Room Sweeper and a lot of support. He's got 4 support mons, 1 that's going to be doing big damage, and then the Slowbro, which so pretty much he has to bring, I feel like he has to bring Indeedee to avoid, for a little bit of terrain control with my Rillaboom here. I feel like I actually can probably bring Indeedee Porygon and maybe even just full KO some things. And if push comes to shove, I can change Trick Room back. But on the off chance I don't get Trick Room back, I'm just gonna bring Dragalge, Rillaboom in the back, because Dragalge I think still outspeeds most of these things under Trick Room. Rillaboom looks really good here. I think that'll be fine. I don't think Incineroar, and so actually Incineroar could have been nice just because I feel like that Marowak almost has to come, right? I do have max darkness, if that Marowak decides to come in and potentially max. I do have Max Darkness available on Porygon. This is really just going to be like a really just play it by ear kind of thing. Like, I don't have a fantastic matchup here, but I think we're going to try we just have to try and do the best we can. Honestly, it's all you ever can do in a battle, right? Alright, so we see our Indeedee's faster. We get our Psychic Surge up, which is to be expected, because my Indeedee's not really intended to run in Trick Room. It's just an option. We are pretty clearly going to get redirected here. And they're pretty clearly going to be going for Trick Rooms. Oh, you know what I could just do, actually? I think this is the big brain play. I think we just fire off. I think we just fire off the Expanding Force Trick Room ourselves. Because if we Expanding Force and then we Trick Room, they're just gonna change the Trick Room back, right? Most likely. Yeah, he's definitely Trick Rooming because we move first. Hee. Get wrecked, scrub. Big brain plays. Big brain plays. Why is it so dark? Oh, I'm an idiot. That's why. Hold on. Ah, that helps a lot. You guys just saw my man bod, my dad bod. Okay, so we're looking good here. We got an Expanding Force off. We have Trick Room reversed still. I actually don't even need to use my max, really. But I think I can max Darkness. I can max Darkness into Slowbro, and I'm expecting to get redirected. We'll see what happens. Because now they know I have Trick Room, they know I can just easily switch it back, no problem. I feel like they're going to start attacking into my Porygon. At least that's what I would do. And hope to KO it. And like hope I win for another Trick Room and hope they can KO it this turn. Which I'm not going to play into. If they did do that, big brains, good for you. Yeah, they went for Helping Hand. They're trying to just snag the KO. Makes sense, makes sense. I could have redirected here. But I don't think it matters. I think a Max Darkness is 100% KO. There's no way it's living that at 50 HP. We're playing good tonight. We're playing good tonight. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like we can actually snag some dubs with this team. I mean, I've played a little bit on the ladder before recording this, like a little bit of a test run, and I think I played like 6 games, and I think I won like 4 of them. So it's a positive KD so far, and I'm excited about that. Because now what we can do is we can redirect. Now the Trick Room's gone, and assuming that they didn't bring, and well, it's looking like they didn't, because they probably would have brought it out right here, right? So now what I can do is follow me, and even if they have Expanding Force, it's going to do a lot, but it's not going to do enough. I can... Gastrodon might want to max here, so I do want to make sure I get as much damage off as possible. Oh, the battle just canceled. Straight up. I played around their Trick Room, and they were just, well, GG's. See, that's the kind of dubs you like to take. That's the kind of dubs that make you feel good. When you just play so well, your opponent's just like, oh well. GG's, I'm done. I do kind of want to check the team out real quick because I want to know if they did actually have 2 Trick Roomers here. We have Follow Me, Expanding Force and Psychic, which is interesting, instead of Protect. We do have Trick Room, Psychic, Ice Beam coverage. I don't know why you have Psychic on P2 and 2 Psychic types on the team. I'm not sure what the point of that is. Yes, Trick Room, Expanding Force, Scald, and Shell Sidearm. That's a pretty standard moveset, I think. I'm not sure why you have Ice Beam Psychic coverage here. Bolt Beam coverage is usually your best option, and if you don't want to run that, if you want to run like Ally Switch or something, which I do personally like using Ally Switch, sue me, then you usually want to have Triforce. You usually want to be running Zelda on that. You typically want to Tri-Attack, right? So that's interesting to have Ice Beam Psychic coverage. That's you don't typically see that. That's something different. But that's an easy dub, easy win, first game. Let's see if we can snag another one. And we didn't even have to cut. Look at that. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Okay, so we got Indeedee Hatterene. Oh, they're going hard with the Psy spam here, aren't they? And I'm assuming that that's going to be probably Dark type Urshifu if I had to guess. But they're going hard with the side spam here. Do I want to just do Indeedee Porygon again and just reverse their Trick Room and then play some mind games? Or do I want to just lead Dragalge and go for the... No, leading Dragalge doesn't really provide much. I think going Porygon Indeedee here is good, because then we can... I mean, we're pretty much guaranteed to be faster with our Indeedee, right? So we can follow me... Actually, we don't even have to follow me. We can just do basically the same turn one as last game, right? And then we bring Urshifu in the back, because it takes care of their Urshifu, their... potentially their Togedemaru, and their Volcarona. And I think Rillaboom as well, just in the off chance that the Trick Room does go up. I want to be able to change terrains and go for priority Grassy Glides for as much damage as possible. Because if the Trick Room goes up and it stays up and I can't do anything about it, priority Grassy Glide is my second best game plan in Trick Room. So I think I almost have to bring that when going against Trick Room team. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. We get Urshifu Togedemaru as a lead. And it is water type Urshifu. So I was wrong on that assumption, but we're still in a pretty good place here. We do have fake out pressure from their Togedemaru, and I don't think it matters. Not really, because we max strike into Urshifu. We redirect the fake out and close combat, and I think we actually live the I think we actually live through that as well. Do we? I'm gonna assume we do, even though I'm not particularly defensive in DD. I do believe it's max HP, max. No, I believe it's max special attack, max speed. No, what is my Indeedee spread? I don't even remember. Actually, I think it's mixed defenses, max speed. Is it? I have no idea what my Indeedee spread is. I only know my Indeedee speed relative to my Porygon. I know my Porygon always moves first, unless it's in Trick Room, because I have max speed, max attack Porygon. Or special attack, rather. So all I know is that in reference to Porygon, it's slower. So it might not be max. It probably isn't max speed then, because I don't think, because Porygon's base 80 something, right? 87, I think. I don't know. It does. He does just offer surging strikes, which is fair enough. I don't think it's enough to KO, and we do. Oh, of course, there's no fake out, because we got Psychic train up. I'm an idiot, which get a Zing Zap in the face. Makes sense. Makes sense, because I'm stupid. Oh well, we still get the redirection off. We get a big max strike into their Urshifu, which does just get instantly KO'd, which I love to see. And now I think we actually outspeed their Togedemaru. Of course, now they can bring in their Hatterene, and if it's Focus Sash, that kind of gives me a little bit of a problem. I think I have to bring in Rillaboom here and actually click high horsepower, but I don't want to give away the fact that I'm Focus Sashed. They go into Alakazam. I may not want to put high horsepower here. I may not actually want to do that. Oh, actually, it's a single target. It's a single target now. It's a single target now. And Max Darkness absolutely obliterates Alakazam. And even if he has to single target the Porygon here. I think either way I live this just fine. We do see Indeedee come out. Okay, so he's switching it back to a dual target move. Makes sense. Makes enough sense. That's not a bad play. Actually, that's a pretty good play, all things considered, because now it boosts it. This is a little bit awkward. Expanding Force is going to hurt. I don't think it KOs. Oh, it KOs Rillaboom? Oof. Oof. And I'm assuming things probably Focus Sashed. And we no longer have terrain control. It's not Sashed. it's not Sash. That's very good for us. And we get the sped F drop on indeedee now, so now it's back to neutral. And now we get to fire off a close combat. Close combat max strike, and I don't know what they do about it. indeedee, I'm sure, has expanding force, but I think it's Trick Room indeedee, so it's probably pretty slow. With close combat, the Togedemaru goes down to its sturdy. We drop its speed. This is kind of an awkward end game. I'm really not entirely sure. I feel like we're looking pretty good. He's got both of his support mons on the field, neither one of them are threatening immense damage. Togedemaru can attack into my Urshifu, but I don't think it KOs immediately. I think Urshifu outspeeds the indeedee, so it's going to get its attack off either way. It might, my Urshifu might go down here. Like, there's a good chance we could lose this. We absolutely could lose this. He draws the attention away. Zingzap goes off first. It goes into the Porygon. It's not quite a KO. We get a close combat off, breaking potential Sash on indeedee, which is lovely. We take down the indeedee. We are sashed, so even if he Zingzaps into Urshifu this next turn, we get to fire off. Porygon really doesn't threaten a lot of damage into the Togedemaru though. Actually, I think Urshifu actually might outspeed Togedemaru now that it's the speed drop. I think we outspeed now with the speed drop. At least I really hope we do. I don't know what I'm gonna do otherwise. I just have to click Dark Pulse, close combat, and I have to hope we outspeed after the speed drop. I think we do. Either way, he can't KO both my Pokemon here, and he's gonna have to take at least 2 turns to take out my my Urshifu. So I think we might be okay. Oh, that's right. He still has his max, and he maxes the Togedemaru, which I don't think even saves him, because if we outspeed, we're gonna continue outspeeding even through max, right? Max doesn't have any effects on any stat. Okay, so just max guards, which is interesting. Close combat, Dark Pulse. Okay. Was he going for PP stall there? Like, I'm not sure what the point of that quite was. Close combat brings him down to sturdy. Oh, bring him down to sash. So he's most likely trying to redirect thunder or electric type moves with that thing. Interesting. I guess trying to preserve terrain since he's really reliant on his Psy spam. But we take the dub and we take that victory. I wouldn't say commandingly, but I think pretty comfortably, which is nice to see. Urshifu coming in the end game, doing big things. You love to see it. I was a little nervous bringing the Urshifu against Psy spam, especially since I'm not the dark type Urshifu, but it played out pretty well. It played out pretty well. I think it's pretty obvious that this was intended to be Psy spam. This is actually Scarf Urshifu. Interesting. Fake out, which I did predict that it would have fake out. I think if you bring Togedemaru, it almost has to have fake out. And it was indeed like Lightning Rod as well. Ally Switch. Ooh, that could have been really annoying if that had a chance to come through. Luckily, we didn't really give it the opportunity. Life Orb Alakazam with Magic Guard. Oh, makes sense. Expanding Force, Dazzling Gleam, and Shadow Ball. Now, typically I would have thought Alakazam had Ally Switch, but that's fine. Hatterene with Magic Bounce. Ooh, so if he had brought the Hatterene, we could have Parting. That's maybe why he didn't bring Hatterene. He probably expected the Parting Shot on Incineroar. Because that's actually a pretty common strat used right now to try and bait out Max Hatterene and just force it out of the game. That probably is why. And you got Rocky Helmet Volcarona. Interesting. He's not particularly defensive. I'm not sure what the point of the Rocky Helmet is. I think it's meant to quiver dance and try to sweep. I think that's the idea, but why the Rocky helmet? What does that provide? I really don't know. I really don't know. But I'm gonna have to actually wrap this one up here because I'm pretty limited on time today, sadly. I know this is only a 20-minute video, but we got 2 dubs. You can't even be mad about that. You absolutely cannot be mad about it. You can't be mad about that. Like, if you're mad about that, well, good for you. I can't do anything about it. But how? Just explain to me how in the comment section below. That's right. Give me your comments. Give me your interaction. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Hope you guys enjoyed. And see you guys all in the next one. Peace.